just made a video why you should not buy a condo. But this time, I'm going to say, if you didn't believe me and you're like, well, I still want to buy a condo, I'll tell you the reasons why I believe it could be a good idea for you. Well, first of all, condos are so cheap in Calgary right now in 2022, and they've been losing value for a decade now almost. Like decade, 2005, I've seen condos being purchased more than they were sold right now. So in that way, guys, I want to say that it's been kind of stuck on one price range, or even depreciating in some cases. If you purchased the condo in 2016, you're probably in a negative right now, just like myself, but they are, if you're going to buy right now, very low in price. So you can buy one or two, maybe even for cash. So first reason is, of course, guys, is it's cheap, you can pay it off fast, it's low maintenance. When you have a house and you're going for vacation, you're like, well, I need to arrange someone to cut my lawn. I need to arrange someone to check on the house, so there is no problems with that. So some security company that nobody breaks into your property, or maybe someone to remove the snow. In a condo, you lock it up, you go, nobody knows you're not even there. Okay, and there is no problem. It's just there. The property management takes care of the building around and everything. You just lock up the water, and go whenever you need to go. So in that way, it's really good. It's also good if you're not planning to commit to a single city, you want to travel a lot, or you want to buy it for cash. Now, next reason for you to buy a condo, I would say, is a lifestyle. So if you like the lifestyle here in Calgary downtown, and you're like, well, you're young, bachelor, you don't have too many kids, or like new family, and you're like, what, I don't want to buy a big house right now. So you just want to hang out, enjoy the beautiful views, walks. Like right now I'm getting close to famous Calgary Peace Bridge. Right behind me, I'm going to show you once we get there. There is the Peace Bridge. So you're like, yeah, there's people on an inflatable boat there enjoying their time. So if you like all of these things, and plus continuous construction, road repairs and things like that annoy me in Calgary downtown a lot, but they keep on happening year after year. So if you're okay with all of this, big city lifestyle, that is also a good option. So number one, I would say the price. Number two, I would say the lifestyle is very attractive. Now, what are my recommendations if you're buying a condo here in Calgary, Alberta? And these recommendations are coming from a licensed real estate agent here in myself with eXp Realty here in Calgary, Alberta. So my contacts will be in the description of this video too. Recommendation number one, check out the reserve fund. Number two is watch out for the condo fees. They tend to increase. You can find some condo with the good unit factor for that building that doesn't charge you too much condo fees, but they tend to go up over time. So, didn't tell me I didn't tell you about the condo fees. And watch out for possible special assessments. So make sure you review the condo fees and look at the building by itself. Don't be too cheap on a condo and buy too old of a building. Talk to the neighbors before you buy it. Talk to someone who lives in that building and ask them, how is it like? I heard people saying, oh, somebody's snoring or somebody's walking, they can hear it. Might not be a very comfortable thing. So that's how, guys, this is why I recommend hiring a realtor for you to guide you through the entire process. But besides that, guys, if you're planning to buy a condo in Calgary, I'm not going to discourage you. Just try to find reasonable condo fees for the reasonable value. I want to tell you something, keeping this in mind, you can have a very cheap, beautiful condo, very cheap, with very high condo fees. The reason for that is no one wants to buy it because of the goddamn condo fees. So just watch out for condo fees. It's going to be the same thing with you once you own it. You're going to have trouble selling it. So if the condo fees are unreasonably high compared to the other units in downtown, if like the buildings around are 450 condo fees and you bought the one that has 750, because it was so much more renovated and so much bigger square footage. And you are like, well, it's so much more value, but you don't really look at the condo fees. That's a mistake, because now you're going to have a problem selling it in the future because of the condo fees, and probably by the time you're going to be selling it, it's going to be even higher. That's why it was listed cheaper, and that's why it might be that property was on the market for the past 150 days, which is not a good sign, especially if they didn't decrease the price by a lot and now you're buying it. So keep in mind, guys, and once again, for all of those details, if you don't have a realtor, I recommend you contacting your favorite realtor of choice. And if you need a mortgage or a mortgage broker, I'll leave contacts in the description of this video as well. Igor Ryltsev, my wife, is a licensed mortgage broker with DLC Clear Trust Mortgages, and she can get you pre-approved, pre-qualified, and she's awesome. She's very good. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully see you in Calgary. And hopefully you didn't buy that condo. Like I told you in a previous video, go for a house. But if you're, I cannot change people's mind. That's only my opinion. So if you really want a condo, go get it, guys. See you next video. Bye for now.